I am not going to do much of an intro, but Bakugou has a sister, Chapter 3, Soft Bakugou AU. Third person prov, still a few months ago. Now, I'll leave you two to get settled in, the cheerful woman left Bakugou, and by his sister. Do you remember your room? She shakily nodded. Bakugou warmly smiled, something he didn't do much outside of the house. You can always come in my room if you have a nightmare or if you're scared. You know that, right? Once again, she nodded. I'll come with you and set up your bed. Then I'll leave and let you get to know your roommate. And I'll leave and put my stuff in my room. After that, it should be time for dinner, so I'll walk you down to the dining room, okay? Okay. Let's go. Bakugou stood back up and held out his hand with Kirishimi. Immediately grabbed a hold of it. Here we are, Bakugou said. Here we are, Bakugou said after a few minutes walking. They have arrived in front of the smaller wooden door, one of the many that led the hallway. You ready? Yeah. Kimi smiled brightly. Bakugou softly chuckled and pushed open the door. Inside were two twin beds, one on either side of the wall facing the door. There was one large wooden dresser on the left side and a desk with several chairs on the right wall. One of the left beds was a small girl reading a large book. She looked around Kazumi's age. She had a long, straight black hair. It was up to a ponytail with a little blue bow. She had palish skin with a faint dust of freckles on her cheeks and nose. Hi, Katsumi shyly let go of my hand and stuck her hand out. Hey. The girl put her book down and got off the bed, shake the blonde girl's hand. My name's Zoe Raymond. What's yours? Katsumi Bakugou? Hey, no need to be shy, Zoe gently bumped Katsumi. Shouldn't. I'm not going to bite. Katsumi laughed and seemed to loosen up a bit. Bakugou smiled since before him. Who are you? Zoe politely asked when she saw Bakugou starting to feel Kazumi belonging in an empty room. I'm her older brother, Katsuki Bakugou. Nice to meet you. He lifted his head. Nice to meet you too. Can I call you Kit Kat? Kazumi snickered and Bakugou glared at her, but it wasn't very affectionate since he was taken aback, but he quickly renewed his composure. Sure, but why Kit Kat? She just shrugged. Why not? Besides, Katsuki sounds like a cat. Cat. And it's a bit you. Get it? Kit Kat. I guess it makes sense. You're pretty smart and immature for your age, he commented. Thanks, I really do try, she simply remarked. I think we're going to get along just fine. Bakugou smiled. I think it's time for you to leave, Kazumi pushed him out of the room. She's my roommate. Oh, jealous much? Zoe's voice could be heard from inside. A slight blush danced along Kazumi's cheeks. Bakugou raised a brow. Right, a roommate, and you're none of the less. Bakugou wiggled his eyebrows, resisting is not a gentle shove from his little sister. Bye. Kazumi moved to close the door. See you later. Bakugou shouted in the backpack filled with his stuff. Great. Time for my roommate, he muffled to himself. Another minute later, he stopped in front of a different door, though it looked exactly the same, Kazumi and Zoe's. Here we go. Bakugou slowly pushed the door open. The layout was the same. 2 beds, 1 wardrobe, and 1 desk and the chair. The same. Instead of a 10-year-old on the bed, it was another teenager, sat scrolling through his phone. He had a blonde hair, but not like Bakugou's spiky, sandy blonde. He had short, dirty blonde hair. His eyes were gentle brown, and from his ripped jeans and sweatshirt, Bakugou assumed his roommate was chill. Hey, Bakugou looked up. The boy looked up at him. I'm your new roommate. The name's Katsuki Bakugou. Hey, I'm Liam Warner. Nice to meet ya. He waved. After unpacking, Bakugou decided to get to know his roommate a bit more. So, how old are you? The boy sighed and turned off his phone. We're going to do this, huh? Well, no shit. Bakugou wasn't a patient when his sister wasn't around. What else am I supposed to fucking do? Geez, chill out, man. Liam put his hand up and mocked his son. Just asking. And by the way, I'm 16. Same here. So who's the oldest? Actually, it was me until you came here. The boy sighed again. Why the fuck are you sighing so much? You curse a lot. I record you don't do that in front of children. I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm a fucking dumbass. I know that. I have a fucking sister. Liam raised and I have a sister, yeah. That when I was just fucking said, are you deaf? Nah. What's her name? Kazumi and Katsuki, he chuckled. Fuck, so funny, huh? Bakugou demanded, man, chill the fuck out. You're so uptight. I'm not fucking uptight. He merely glanced at Bakugou. At least I'm not in front of my sister. I can be nice. Really, show me. Like, I'm glad to be nice to you, fucker. Bakugou scoffed. Unless you're too scared, Liam. I'm not fucking weak. Fine, I'll do it, shithead, Liam tisked. It doesn't sound nice, does it, Katsuki? When did I say you could call me my first name, he growled. I did. If you really bothered you so much, I'll call you Cat. That's even worse, he mumbled. Why did you stop, though? Why did you just stop, Tough? I mean, like, everyone in UA tries their fucking hardest to annoy the shit out of me. Maybe the fucker isn't too bad. You're smiling, why? The curse back of the scroll. What? I can't fucking smile? No, Liam laughed. I guess you could be a softie. Whatever. When's dinner? The boy sighed again. That's the thing. This motherfucker doesn't do anything around here. Wait, what do you mean? Bakugou said slowly. I mean, Liam growled, is that she doesn't fucking cook, do the laundry. The only thing she does is pay the bills and get child support from the government and some shit. Then how the fuck is she still in business, I demanded. Like, I know. I used to have to do it all by myself since I was the oldest, but now you get to share my load with me. Hooray! Great, Bakugou growled. So what's your schedule? Liam raised an arm. I'm not going to fucking stalk you. We need to figure out a plan to take care of the little ones, to cook, clean, and do chores. Sure, I go to school at Lemon High. It starts at 6 and ends at 2. I usually can make lunch for them by either leaving in the fridge or finding some excuse to sneak out, but the teachers are starting not to let me leave. Then I'll have the job at the caf near here. My shift starts at 7 and goes by 11 bunch. And you take care of kids? Liam nodded. Damn, man, that's rough. Then bless your sad soul that I'm here right now. Liam just laughed. Yeah, what about you? Well, I got a new A. No, wait, really? Liam sat up straight and looked at Bakugou. Yeah, anyways, do you think they could get an autograph from at least one of our heroes for me? Liam asked. Yeah. Yeah. Now stop interrupting me. Sorry. Liam scratched the back of his neck. I got a bit excited. No shit, Bakugou said under his breath. Anyways, it starts at 7 and goes by 4. I can get out of lunch since none of the teachers really give a fuck. Liam snickered at this, making Bakugou smile. I also have a job, but I work at the one restaurant around the corner, so I'm pretty close here. My shift starts at 5 and goes by 9. I do have 2 breaks at 6:30 and 8, though, so I could come here and check up on them and send you off, I guess. The last statement sounded like a question instead of a statement. I mean, do you? So since you go to school earlier, I'll make the breakfast and clean around the building and make sure everyone else goes to school. Liam nodded and picked up where Bakugou left off. We could switch for lunch times, and if it's an emergency happens, you're closer, so you'll need to get back. Just like the family stuff, which I guess it's kind of in the way. Sure, you can get back to clean and make sure everyone's coming back home from school. If they do go to school, since they should come in after you, I guess I'll come back and do whatever for an hour, then go to work. I'll start making dinner and do chores. I guess you can come back for a break around the time I have to clean. 'Cause walking takes forever, and you make sure they eat their food and aren't too messy. I usually have one of the 15-year-olds in charge, just to supervise everyone else. They know not to cross me, Liam smiled devilishly. I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna check back during the break. Speaking of which, do you have any breaks? Yeah, Liam sighed, but they aren't too long, so I can't go back here in time. Bakugou nodded. I get off first, so I'll come back and supervise or finish any chores that you didn't finish or do, and make sure everyone's going to bed. Then I guess I'll chill and do homework or some shit till you get home. Yeah, that sounds good. Now I think we should start making dinner. Liam pointed at the clock. Oh shit. Alright, that was chapter 3. I'm going to do chapter 4 in this video too, because in my opinion, well, I don't want to make that many videos, so I might have to do 2 chapters in one video sometimes. So, chapter 4. Third person's proof. You know how to cook, Liam quicked an eyebrow when Bakugou took out a bunch of spices and frying pan. Yeah, Bakugou started chopping a few carrots. My mom taught me. He drifted out thinking about his mom. He didn't really get to grieve at all either of his parents. He wasn't sure whether or not it was healthy or not, but Bakugou was pretty sure it wasn't. Sorry, Liam apologized. I didn't mean to bring her up. It's fine. Time skip. This is so much better than the frozen pizza. It killed yelled from when they tasted Bakugou's cooking. My computer just froze. Hold on. Frozen pizza, he asked, looking at Liam, who was rubbing the back of his neck sheepishly. Yeah, I don't really know how to cook. Bakugou has found himself slapping Liam upside of the head right there and there. Are you serious? Yeah. I'm teaching you how to cook. You're sorry. He looked around at the little kid. You're sorry, but needs it. Liam just laughed at Bakugou, attempting not to curse and brought at the kids. Yeah, Liam laughed. Maybe this year won't be so bad. Time skip. It's been a few weeks since Bakugou and his sister's been spending at the Holy Hill Orphanage. It's been evenly peaceful. The only thing that Bakugou needs is to adjust to his new sleeping schedule and taking care of the kids. He actually became quite popular for some reason. His attitude just made the kids like him more. If you ask me, I wouldn't be able to give you an answer either. No emergencies have occurred when neither Liam or Bakugou was home, but of course all good things have to come to an end. Ring ring, Bakugou. Mr. Oval rubbed his sample in the middle of the homeroom, and they are about to go outside to train. What hobo? Bakugou was back. Watch your Inda. I always say his wrong. It says his name wrong. Mr. Ozawa looked at the blue-haired teen. It's fine, just go. Of course, Sensei. He bowed in almost perfect 90-degree angle and left the room, followed by most of the class. The rest were just putting things back in the right place. Bakugou. He turned, attempting to swooling Bakugou, but to his surprise, his face was completely neutral. Sorry, but I have to go. Bakugou grabbed a coat and ran out of the room. Mr. Ozawa was in shock, to say at least. The rest of the training period, the class saw he wasn't really invested into it. It was like he shut down. Eventually, it got to the point where President Mike had to come during class ask what was going on. Okay, what's going on? President Mike asked, causing Mr. Ozawa to slightly jump. You've been starting at the wall for the past 10 minutes, and according to your students, you weren't paying attention well, even less than usual. He said sorry, Mr. Ozawa said, blinking. What? He said. He turned to his face confused, but he said sorry. Who? President was confused. Why would someone say sorry to mess up this bad? Bakugou. Oh, wait, Bakugou. Bakugou. President Mike tried to compare with his husband's was saying. Yeah, Bakugou Koski. Yeah, him, blonde hair. Yes, that's him, Mr. Ozawa exclaimed. Why? Mr. President Mike, I don't know. He's confused. Someone called him, and he just said sorry and then left. Mr. Wazza ran a hand through his black hair. Well, that's weird. Maybe it was a family emergency? I don't know, Mr. Zawa sighed. It could have been just one thing. The blonde suggested. Yeah, maybe. With Bakugou. What happened, Bakugou demanded. I don't know. The child with Bakugou's eyes went wide. Hey. He hugged the kid in his free hand. It's okay. It's just a scratch. Then why is she waking up? Isn't he cried, hugging Bakugou. She's just hit her head. She's going to be fine. The kid sniffled and looked up at Bakugou with the big, glossy eyes. Really? It was a moment that Bakugou's heart melted, and he was reminded again why he loves these kids. Yeah. Bakugou smiled softly. I promise. Smiled softly. Quietly. Quietly? Yeah. I trust you. I'll just patch her up, and you can go play with your friends. Okay. The small 6-year-old boy walked away. Okay, now. Bakugou turned back to the small girl, laying on the grass in front of him. Let's get you fixed up. He had gotten a call right before hero training from the boys Sachi, Tanka. He was crying and saying that they were playing hide and seek and tag, and the little girl changed. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but some names are really hard. Chincho Kimura had fallen down a fence. She was trying to climb, was bleeding a lot. He rushed out of the way and fast as he could took the bus back. She just had liturich and was bleeding a lot. It wasn't too deep it was on her calf. Apparently she had hit her head when she fell, so she was knocked out unconscious. Time skip. How was your day? Liam asked. It was fine. It was nighttime, and Liam had just gotten back from his job and taken a shower. All the kids were already asleep, and it was quiet throughout the house. I should be asking how your day went. Bakugou sat up in his bed, wriggly bed. Liam facepalmed on his bed. It doesn't look like it went too well. Oh, really? Thanks. I didn't notice. Liam mumbled into his bed sheets. Well, Bakugou pulled something out of his backpack. I got something for you. Huh? Liam lifted his head. Oh my God! He jumped up towards Bakugou, holding a signed copy of one of his magazines. Liam tripped over his feet and fell on his face, making Bakugou stiff a laugh. Are you serious? Yeah, no biggie. Damn things. Liam held the magazine like it was made out of glass. Quit being a nerd, Bakugou scoffed. Liam looked at him. He was insane. Being a nerd? This is the little number one hero signature. I'm not being a nerd. Liam grabbed a few thumbtacks from his nightstand and pinned a magazine onto the wall next to his bed, giving a clear view of it. Anyone who walked into the room. Do the others know you got to UA? Liam asked, plopped down on his marble on his new autograph. No, Bakugou frowned his eyebrows. Should I tell them? It's your choice. Though they probably all gonna freak out and you're gonna see what a real nerd is. Bakugou just chuckled and threw his pillow at Liam's face. Shut up. Whatever. Liam tossed him his pillow back and turned off his lamp. Good night, Bakugou. I keep saying bro. Kirishima, God. Night, Bakugou. G-night. Alright, that was chapter 3 and 4. I'm probably going to post more today. Adios. See you next time.